Hello, in this video we're going to demonstrate some of what the design process looks like and how to use Figma. Figma is one of the tools we use to create designs for our clients. As someone who is part of the design review, you'll want to provide feedback on what you like and dislike about your design. In this demo, we're using Thingamajig Studios as an example. They create comics, so please check out their website at thingamajigstudios.com. When you are given a Figma link, if you don't already have an account, you will not be able to do any of the things that I'm about to demonstrate in this video. So the first thing you'll want to do is to create an account. You can do that either with this pop-up that says like continue with Google or sign up with email, or there's a little login button that you can use to create an account here or log in if you already have one. Once you've created an account, then you can follow along. And then also you should have a main Figma site or profile area that allows you to click on different projects if you are working on multiple projects. So I have a couple projects here that we're working on, and I have access to all of these here. Since we're looking at the Thingamajig Studios design, let's click on that project here. And then we are taken back to that project. Only now we are logged in. The controls are going to differ slightly depending on what kind of system you're on. I'm on a Windows PC, so I will try to explain that and then use comments on the video for Mac and try to verbally explain that as well. So the first thing is we have our design. Then if you look at this, it's not exactly the design that you would expect. This is a wireframe. So one of the first steps is making sure the structure of the site looks proper and that all of the elements on the page are laid out properly. So for example, we have our navigation menu, our hero section, and in this case, we have a list of comic books that they're working on, that the client is working on. And so maybe we don't want to show this, or maybe we want to prioritize the shop. So we could put that up here instead. So really the first step is just to make sure that the structure of the site is laid out before we start working on the colors and the elements and like animations and all that kind of stuff. So when we're trying to get this laid out properly, the client may have some feedback. So what you'll want to do is understand how to provide that feedback. So when using Figma, we have, as a client or as someone who's reviewing the design, there's three options up here. There's this little arrow thingy, and I'm honestly not sure. It's like to help highlight things, so I don't use that too often. The other option is to use this hand, which allows you to move back and forth, and then you can also comment. So if you click on this commenting thing, it will allow you to leave a comment. I'm going to hit the escape button to cancel out of the comment, and I'm going to move back to the hand. And so on a screen or on a Windows PC on a desktop, you can press the control button and then scroll out with the scrolly wheel on the mouse, and that'll allow you to zoom out, and then you can move around quicker. So to zoom back in, you can press and click control and then scroll up with the scrolly wheel, and then that will help you zoom back in. You can also do the same thing here with this arrow thing, but on a Windows PC, if you try to click and move, it's just going to highlight a bunch of elements. So you would actually want to click on the scrolly wheel to kind of switch back to the hand. And then again, zooming out is the same thing, control and then scroll out on the wheel. And on a MacBook, moving and scrolling in and out is super simple. All you have to do is use your two finger gestures. So two finger pinch, where you pinch your fingers closer together. That will zoom in. Spreading your two fingers out on the trackpad will zoom out. And then if you just place two fingers on the trackpad and move around, that will allow you to move around on the Figma file. So super simple on Mac. And then so I like to use, I think the hand is a little bit simpler, but either way works. And then for commenting, so let's scroll in and we're gonna give some feedback. So this comic book here is not actually me and the Jones, it's me and Mr. Jones. So what we could do is we could leave a comment. So there's two ways you can get to the commenting area. You can click the comment here and then click where you want to leave the comment. Or if you're on the hand or the arrow, you can just press the letter C and it will automatically switch you over to the comment. And so I'm going to leave a little bit of feedback. I'm going to say we want this to be me and Mr. Jones. So I'm going to say we would like this to be renamed to me and Mr. Jones. And then you can hit the submit button, but you can also tag somebody. That way they get an email notification that is relevant for them. So if you want to notify the designer, you can press the @ button and then find the designer. So in this one, it's Randy. So I'm going to type in RA and then select the person that we want to notify. And then, so anybody that's on this project, you can notify them. So if you're working with a partner, you can @ and then type in the partner's name as well. And then you can notify them if you want to get their feedback on some piece of the design. So then let's hit the submit button, and then it will show up here as a comment, and this will be a design update that the designer would make or that you can just discuss with the people. And then the other thing that we can do is we can mark things as complete. So I'm going to go back to the arrow. I'm just going to click on this comment, and we can see here it has mark as resolved. And I think there's some other things here. You can mark as unread, copy link, or delete thread. And I don't know what this one does. This one docks to the side. Okay, so that's cool. So what we can do is we can click on it and then we can mark as complete once the thing has been resolved. So let's just make another comment. So I'm going to press the C. I'm going to click this and I'm going to say test comment. And I'm not going to notify him because he doesn't know I'm making this video. So I'm just going to hit submit, and then here's a test comment. So let's say we wanted this background color to be changed. We can change the background color. Once the designer has successfully done what we want to do, then we can just mark it as complete. You'll see here, over here on the sidebar, that it says test comment. As the design gets more and more crazy, there will be more and more things, and it'll be hard to keep track of what's what. So when something is completed, we want to mark it as resolved so it goes away and gets out of our way. So you can click on the comment and then hit mark as resolved, and it will go away because we don't need it anymore. It's been completed. So that's essentially the basics of Figma and how you'll be using it as a client. Once the low fidelity or the wireframe is complete and all of the structure is set up properly, then we can start working on the high fidelity design. And this is an example. This is not the comic book website. This is Empty Tomb Goods. It's a Christian apparel store for one of our clients as well. So you can check out emptytombgoods.com to see what we've created there. But this is the high fidelity version of a website. So you get the colors, the images, and all of that kind of stuff that we're going to be using. And then one other thing that I wanted to show you that is not in the other design yet is pages, and a prototype. So we have here the high fidelity design. This is where we start looking at the colors and the images and all that kind of stuff. It's much more detailed. This is exactly what the website's going to look like. And we have pages here. So if you click here in the arrow thing, you may or may not have multiple pages for different sections of the design. So right here on page 4, we're working on what the hero image is going to look like. So we've got a couple different images, people to use, and images, text, and background, and that kind of stuff. And so we don't want to clutter everything up in a single page. So we're creating multiple variants And so page 4 is just for the images. So again, you can use multiple pages in the design as well. So that's what I wanted to show you here. And again, this is the high fidelity design. This should be enough Figma knowledge for you to start providing feedback on the design for your website or app development project. If you want help creating your app or website, please reach out and we'd be happy to help, or at the very least, get you pointed in the right direction. Please subscribe to this channel for more videos and articles dedicated to helping you build an amazing website without writing code. We also cover topics like SEO and growing your business. Click the bell to be notified about our latest videos, and let us know what you thought by liking the video and leaving a comment. Finally, check out our website in the description to see our latest products and services we offer and how we can help you accomplish your goals.